Let's do it.
Hello, my natural entrepreneurs. How are you? It's Coach Shelley back here for the after party prescription coaching weekly session after the Natural Success Clinic. So today we had Alan on. Alan, thank you so much for being on the show today. How did you like your offer ecosystem assessment?
Oh, it was a blast as always.
We had a good time. I think we made some progress. And just so you guys know, Alan has a killer offer. So he coaches coaches who want to coach, but he does it for coaches that don't want to be on social media as much and who have really, really strong purpose driven. His company's called Purpose Driven Coaching. So, Alan, just can you give I know I'm going to post the full episode in the comments here so you have it, guys. But maybe Alan, can you just introduce yourself and give a quick recap of what you do and why?
Yes. Hi, I'm Alan Muliger. Nice to meet you. It's like a quick recap.
We're all friends here.
Yes.
This is my peeps.
Yeah, I can tell the energy has changed. In the first one, it was like, oh, and then now I'm like, we're just chill. Yeah, for myself, yeah, what I do is I help online coaches establish their purpose-driven business. And to me, like to get kind of more specific on that, there's a particular, I just noticed that when people have this burning desire to want to coach, what that just really means, they have a burning desire to want to love on people, they want to heal people, they have these gifts, they have these skills, whether it's breath work, whether it's Reiki, I don't care what it is. There's just a series of tools that they have and they want to be a coach. And when in the two kind of big things that if someone wants to go and be successful at coaching, it seems you've got two options.
Oh
It's either
no. Oh no, don't do it now.
what? Oh, she left. I'm going to keep talking as though I'm here and it's all good. So the two routes that I find people go into are either got to become a social media expert and a content creator, or the other route, which is I got to become a really good salesperson. And both of those routes I had tried, I had attempted, and neither of them were working out. On the online side of things with social media content, I was posting 8 to 9 times a week in all the different mediums, whether it was video or whether it was, stories, regular posts, it didn't matter. Um, ooh, and I think, am I still here? I'm still here. So I'm going to keep talking like I'm still here.
I am so glad you're still there because I was you just like boofed. So sorry about that. What you left off, at least where I saw you. Are you still there?
I'm still
Or did
here.
you freeze again? I have a feeling that we're going to no, you're frozen now, but I can see you.
I can see
So
you and I can hear you, but maybe not. Maybe that's it. We're still streaming live. So I'll finish up this bit and then we'll probably gonna come on in another medium or another way. But essentially the social media route that wasn't working for me. And then when I started to like look at, okay, how do I organize my sales process to be able to get clients? That didn't feel good either. It was like, okay, I'm trying to just like use sales tactics to get people in my business, but it's not actually a legitimate fit or not. I don't know if it is, maybe it is, maybe it's not. So it just didn't feel good. So I essentially teach people who they have that desire to coach, they want to be those emotional workers, those healers, and give them a method to be able to get clients into their business so they can start doing what they're here to do and to get in service and to get paid doing it and to get full-time, to become full-time coaches essentially, and not have to have coaching be their part-time their part-time thing or their almost thing, where coaching becomes their main thing. So that's what I do. Michelle isn't here. Her Fathom note taker is. I can see it. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. It's just me and the note taker just taking notes on me. It's not a very good companion. There's Michelle.
I saw. I was watching on my phone. Don't you love it when the show hosts itself?
Yes. I just took the opportunity. I'm like, I'm just gonna talk about what I do. We'll see how it goes.
No, that's exactly what I wanted. That's cool. Okay, so you guys, what we did was we kind of identified, like you can tell just by talk the way he talks and the how he serves. Alan's got a really strong why, right? But we clarified what his offer is. I'm going to drop the picture of his offer into the chat as what into the comments in the chat as well. He's got a great event like for free stuff. He's got a great event coming up tomorrow. Tell us about the free event if you didn't while I was out powdering my
Not
nose.
yet, I didn't. Yeah, so
Okay.
the event tomorrow, it's a 3-day virtual training series essentially, and it's the training title is how to get 10 online clients without using social media or slimy sales tactics. And it's yeah, it's the whole. It's basically it's an entire giving away of my service conversion system, which is how you get people in your offer. Where you don't necessarily need the social, you can use it if you want, but no social media and no sales. It's just like, hey, I'm going to serve the heck out of you. And then do you want to keep coming with me? Yes or no?
Sweet. Yeah. And you guys, I've been through that. It is really, really excellent for the kinds of offers that Alan specializes in, which is the hard the hard to sell stuff, like that it's, you don't want to sell, you don't have a product, you have you. And so it's a really gentle, natural, also, but service oriented way where you get to serve them through and nurture them into your program. So you should definitely check out that, and he's going to drop his link after. But I wanted to jump in now that we kind of got that out of the way. You know who he is. We'll drop the whole episode. You can watch that. You can. I'll drop the picture of the offer ecosystem so you can see all of his different offers. What we landed on was that he has a great why. And am I still with you? You still got me? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Good. Because every time now when I see you looking at me, I'm like, okay, is he actually frozen or not? Okay, so he's got a strong why. He's got a really clear offer. His marketing is great. I mean, he relies on referrals, and we'll talk a little bit how we can boost that. But his sales are consistent because he does a great job, and so he has raving fans that always, boost him up. Well, but he is looking to use tech to be able to increase his lead generation and scale up his business. But the main piece that we kind of diagnose as the problem, or not problem, but like one of the things that would really unlock his natural success is the piece around delivery and automation of administrative pieces. So I had a couple of things that we had gone through, and I don't know, the first one was when we started talking, one of the pieces that came up, and it had to do with the marketing as well, but a really cool site that Alan hadn't known about, that I was able to help him with, was going to this site called looka.com, LOOKA.com. And what was it? It was like $100 or something for the year. You got a unique logo that you like you loved the logo, right? Like you was exactly what you were looking for, and you generated it. It's an AI based generation tool where it generates unique logos and imagery that you can use as your your look and feel, your marketing branding tool, as your logo, as your letterhead, for your invoices, for your PDFs, t-shirts, like all the things, and it generates the whole package of everything and gives you the black and white logo, the white on black logo, the background free logo, the color logo, the size logo, that size logo, and all in one. And you download it, and then when you want to change something, you just shift it and it changes everything. PowerPoint decks and workbooks and all sorts of things that you would usually spend a lot of time kind of like taking your stuff and dropping it in, just automatically builds for you. So how did you find that service when you were working through it? You were a little bit skeptical at first, hey?
I was because I had when you showed that to me, I had already hired a firm to do a branding package for me, and that was $750. I had used and I was just not happy with it. It was one of those things where it's like, because you spent the money, you're like, okay, well, I spent this, so maybe I have to like deal with it. Um, and then yeah, and then I also had used a couple of logo generators like basic ones are like 29 bucks for a logo or something like that. There were also AI, and they were good, but I didn't walk away like wow. I didn't walk away like, oh, this was such a good investment. I'm so happy I did this. But with Luca, I used it and I was like, oh, I was like, not only did it have the right, it was just like there was the right tools, it was the right interface where the logo slapped, the font was great, the colors were on point, and then it spat it out in all these different formats, and I was just like, oh my God, this is like the coolest thing ever. So yeah, I was wildly impressed and super happy with it.
Well, and we got a lot done because it just like boop, 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 we got a whole bunch of stuff done as well as a result of it. So if you're looking for a marketing solution, so when I come into the delivery end of things, I'm thinking about all aspects of the business. So delivery, of your advertising, delivery of your onboarding contract, delivery of your coaching, delivery, all the aspects of delivery. And so marketing delivery was one that Alan had been working on, and so that was my contribution towards his marketing delivery. The next thing I wanted to talk about was if you aren't benefiting from a client relationship management system, a CRM, where you get all of your software basically in one, and you're paying for, what are all the things you were paying for? There was like, tell me all the things you were paying for, Alan. I just can't remember now. I remember being a lot.
Yeah, it was a few things. Typeform was the one that was really getting me, but it was Squarespace, Airtable, Typeform, Calendly, and Mailgun.
Right. And so, I mean, and it's not like any one of those things, would put you under. But when I remember I've saved one client's $2,000 a year on just subscriptions by collapsing their tech into, and multiple domain hosting fees, that sort of thing. So you still pay for your domain name, but you can stash for you don't need a separate Wix site for each domain, and pay for that. You can just have your CRM software, and you have all of your domains for all of your things. Even if you have multiple businesses, that can be kept completely separate. You can segregate your contacts that way according to what they came in on, or what you have them there for. And you can have everything that they sign up for. So if you have a calendar, we have Calendly. If you have Thinkable, or Teachables, or Kajabi, or ClickFunnels, or any of those course hosting platforms, there's a course hosting platform. School, Mighty Networks, sort of paid subscription community, that's all in there. Affiliate programs, if you want to share a course and have somebody refer you have a lot of referral clients, Alan. If you want to thank them for their referral by giving them a kickback, or a payment, then that's all capacity is there as well, and through the whole client end. So I love it because you can track people, where they came from, what they've already been to, and then you don't have to, like, you were sending out emails manually, and now you don't have to. So that's cool.
Yeah, well, it's like all the stuff, right? It's like, and what I didn't notice this was the case, but it's like when that stuff is, when I think about, as an example, the next event that I want to run, my brain automatically runs to, you got to also send all those emails, and you got to send messages, and you got to send reminders. And then it's like, all of a sudden there's all this, I love running trainings, and I love to give value to people, but then there's that very human part of me that's like, I don't want to send emails, So it's like,
Yeah.
it creates a lot of resistance to getting the job done.
Well, and how much can I do right now? Well, actually, you can do quite a bit, because your email funnel will register them, take their name, send the immediate confirmation with all the information, plus any gift that you want to send them, and then remind them, however you said it before, a day before, an hour before. And then afterwards, you can even set it to send things after the event. So if you do have something that you sell them in, maybe you do a sale during your promotional event, you can it can automatically follow up. You don't have to go back to everybody and send another email. It can automatically send out afterwards as well. So that's calendars and all sorts of other types of automations, including your sales process. So when we talk about, Alan's got a really cool sales process. Like I said, it's very uniquely designed. But if you need something to be able to track where people are at, like this is the first time I even saw them, I've spoken with them once, I need to follow back up. They've heard this part of the thing, I'm ready for a decision. They made the decision. So you can like keep track of where people are in the pipeline. And then if you have a conversation, the system can move them along for you if you set it up right. So it can also be partially automated that way, which if you move it into the last day and said, yeah, they purchased, they've confirmed that they'd like to enroll, then it can kick off your onboarding, and your onboarding documents can go out to them, and you have a template in there with DocuSign, and you don't have to do anything, and it's just all taken care of. So I just it's not very often that we get to talk about the delivery. I'm kind of an administrative geek that way. I used to work in government, and all the shortcuts is what I like. So I love the pieces, that the time that it can save you, because you want to be out there doing your purpose, right? Like that's why you're here.
Yeah, I want to get to the juicy, fun, emotional work, and helping people break through their limiting beliefs, not the how do I send an email.
Well, or how do I jump down the black hole of social media, right? So one of the other pieces of the software that we have is a marketing section where you can tie in all of your socials so that they're all in one spot, and you can send out messages to everything all at once. And then when people start replying, all of the conversations come back to you in one spot. So then you can tell what they were responding to and what they said. And if you start sending them emails or Facebook messengers, all of that's all tied in. So every type of communication, including WhatsApp, because I know that you use WhatsApp for tell me a little bit more about what you use WhatsApp for.
Yeah, primarily delivery. So with WhatsApp, there's the actual like WhatsApp group that the clients are in, and then there's the one-on-one voice notes that go back and forth. So it's primarily for me to get another layer of how can I be in touch with their experience and help them along their journey.
And so it integrates right in, and you can send messages, at the same time you're sending messages through the CRM to Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and TikTok. You can also send it to WhatsApp and other socials also. So it's pretty handy that way. And then just in terms of payments and that sort of thing, it's integrated with Stripe and PayPal. So when your Stripe will collect all your payments, that literally you can provide an order form. They could pay right on credit card right there. They can take partial payments. They can pay alive, or you can receive a payment by some other method and then credit them. There's a whole invoicing system that follows up. You can set it to follow up on your invoices for you. That was the one that got me, because I hate chasing people for money, right? So I was like, oh yes, I don't have, when an invoice is overdue, I don't have to do it. The system sends them a note. So all of those pieces that are just sort of really distracting you from focusing on your purpose, your passion, your gift are the things that will improve your delivery, and mostly what I wanted to talk about here today. So what other questions do you have, Alan, about anything that the tech can do, or the delivery or what was interesting to you? What do you think it's going to be easiest to apply it in your business?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have many. I mean, you and I have had a lot of conversations. So the questions like how to integrate, etc. What can it do? What can it not do? Um, I think what I'm just most excited for is like with the events running, like being able to have all of that. I think the part that I'm excited to crank out is the event flow. So like in the service conversion method, there's the group, there's the second one, or the first one-on-one call and the second one-on-one call. And at each stage, there's homework. At each stage, there's information that's sent out to them. There's a booking of a new call. Like there's all these things that happen on the tech side that again right now are totally automated, or sorry, are all manual. And so I think for me, the part that I get most excited about is like when I have them with this quote unquote more complex flow than just let's hop on a call and see. And it's like, nope, there's multiple stages, multiple steps. I get excited about that particular process, that because kind of how I mentioned on the previous live that we did before we were here, is like I want to be able to set my mind on how can I over deliver at every single stage. And if I'm
Mhm.
stressed about how to do what or when to do what at each thing, I'm not thinking about how can I overserve them here. I'm thinking about how can I get this, this step done.
Or whether they got their workbook,
Yeah.
like simple stuff that, you stress about and you're like, okay, no, that all went out. We can just talk about the thing that we need to talk about, and I can help them with the thing. So if anybody has any questions about the capacity for things, I'm gonna drop that Luca link in the chat. But I think that pretty much covers it here. This is an affiliate link, but it's not my affiliate link. So I'm just gonna drop that here in the live when I get there. And maybe I'll do that afterwards. So, but Alan, it was such a pleasure to have you on today. I'm really looking forward to continuing to support you. And if you want to do an offer ecosystem assessment of your own offer, so like how your different levels, your low, middle, high ticket can work together better, how the tech can support them, how you can bring in more clients, how you can, if you don't want to do socials and you want to just automate it, then how to do that, how to save money on subscriptions and centralize your tech and improve your, basically improve your delivery. Yeah, definitely book an offer ecosystem assessment with me privately, or you can try and win one here on we do the Pitch Perfect contest. So I'll drop the link to that below. And I know we haven't had it yet, but I'm going to be dropping. We've had some amazing entries, and we're going to be dropping them this coming week. And then you guys are going to vote for this month on how they went, whether you like them. So Alan, maybe I'll get you to put one in too. I help coaches, part-time coaches, become full-time coaches and do the online dream. I mean, that's really what we're here for, right? So you guys need to come to Alan's event. It's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. It's a 3-day training, 1 hour each day, where we break down the entire service conversion method. That truly, the way I designed it, there's no gatekeeping, there's no holding anything back. If the one thing that's been holding you back from getting your online coaching business from nothing to something, or from part-time to full-time, if it's just been a strategy, you're going to get the entire strategy over the next 3 days. So if that's something that you want to attend, it'd be my absolute honor and pleasure to be able to serve you and to give all that to you. I put a link in the comment section. It was just a link on to be able to register for how to get 10 online coaching clients without using social media or slimy sales tactics. And happy to serve you as much as I can.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here. And we are lucky to have him in the group now as a resource person. So, stick around and, chat him up, and I'm sure he'll be happy to help you. So, all right. Thanks, Ellen. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.